And Andor season 1 has finally finished. Is this the best show Disney's done pertaining to Star Wars? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, Brett here for Geek Variants, back for another exciting breakdown on Andor season 1 finale, episode 12, Rix Road. If you have already subscribed to the channel, you know what we're all about here. We have 150 subscriber giveaway. Be sure to enter that, follow the contest rules, and you could win some great free stuff. But shameless plugs out of the way. Will, your thoughts on Andor?
I mean, this whole series has been really interesting. I've loved just how the story went along. I've loved seeing, the character. Like I didn't know who was going to die, what was going to happen. Just things were just moving, and I can honestly say there wasn't an episode that didn't give me something. Everything was really fun going through it. As far as me, new coming in, so to anything Star Wars, like I had a lot of fun. I think I really like the prison scenes and stuff coming up. I really loved how his turnaround. Luthen, like I just love like he's just willing to do whatever necessary to get the job done. I really loved his character. Like I just been having fun this whole thing, and that last episode just really knocked it home for me. So I'm very happy with what I got with Andor.
This is exactly what Star Wars fans want and need to end the year. The Book of Boba Fett was kind of a dud. It was like Mandalorian promo. We had a couple hits and misses throughout the year. But this is the series I can sufficiently say if you've never seen anything Star Wars related, this is where I will start you. You don't need to know about the Force. You don't need to know about hokey pokey magic and all that stuff and all the Sith history or the Jedi history, any of that fun stuff. You just get what this is really all about. A bunch of rebels struggling against an oppressive rulership, fighting for their civil rights, their liberties, their freedoms, all that good stuff with great action, great suspense, good spy thriller, good acting. I mean, this was probably, for me anyway, the show of the year for Star Wars easily. And probably one of my top 3 shows this year. Rings of Power and House of the Dragons are, unfortunately came out the same year because you ain't beating out those heavyweights. But this was supposed to be a shelf holder, a placeholder. This wasn't supposed to be as good as it was. This was supposed to just be kind of a, yeah, we're going to kind of try and tide you over till we get to Ahsoka and the Mandalorian, or even till we got more, Ant-Man, Quantum Mania, which I'm sure the Man, the Myth, Marvel will have a lot of thoughts on once we start getting closer to that date. But this is in my wheelhouse. I love it. The show was fantastic. Make sure you guys saw that post-credit scene that they hit right in the middle, because the Death Star, which is in our background, is being finalized. And the Empire has been slowly but surely getting more and more harsh with people. And now they're really about to just get really, really dark up in this. Is there anything in particular you had questions about, or is this series just been one of your favorites pertaining to Star Wars, considering you're very, very new to the galaxy far, far away?
Honestly, it's been one of my favorites. I think definitely this and Mandalorian are up there as far as what I like to see. I think I like this a little bit more than Mandalorian, and the reason why is as cool as Mandalorian was, like there was a formula there, so I knew what he's going to use. Like he had his like whistling birds. I knew how we do. We got the Force coming in with Grogu and stuff like that, which is all nice. But this you just kind of didn't know. Like when he killed Skeen in the beginning, I was like, oh, like wow, okay, didn't see that coming. But I liked it because you never knew what was going to happen. It gave me that little bit of that spy thriller. Like it was just really fun to just see how the characters fared on their own without the heavyweights of the Star Wars universe. Like these are guys just trying to figure it out, and they're more relatable to me, especially coming up in the military. It's like you got to figure out how to deal with everything going forward, and that's what they did. They adjusted what they needed to adjust, scrapped for weapons, scrapped to fight when they needed to, freaking made the best of crappy situations until they could get over, and it was fantastic. So I think all my questions were pretty much answered up until the point where it's like, okay, well, what are they gonna do with the Death Star? Because I don't know how much of the Death Star was in production as far as where this falls as far as the original trilogy. So figuring out the timeline of where this stuff sits, how often was the Death Star used, beforehand? Was it always going to be like what was going on? Like I got to go back and watch the original trilogy now just to make sure that I understand when certain things were used and when I can kind of place this in the timeline. I'm not
All
sure.
you'd have to do is watch New Hope. That is all you'd have to see. That is the first time the Death Star is used, at least canon, and it is when they take out Alderaan, which hopefully didn't get too attached when we were going through the Obi-Wan series with that. But ultimately, that is the first time it's used. So this would probably be, if I had to date it based on educated guesses, they said they started the show 5 years before the Battle of Yavin, which is where the Star Wars timeline officially starts. Battle of Yavin, just Death Star and all that good stuff where it gets blown up. But I would say we're probably 2 or 3 years out. Andor is already greenlit for a second season, which is going to be quite long. But however, it will not be the longest series that Disney will be doing. The longest series that we'll be doing is Daredevil. Daredevil is booked already for 18 episodes, and this was only 12. So, a lot of good stuff to look forward to within your favorite cinematic universe.
Okay. Well, they can go ahead and give me 18 for Andor. I'd be happy because I'm not expecting them Daredevil episodes to be as long as these episodes. So I feel like I'm still going to get a lot more out of Andor, even though Daredevil's supposed to introduce a new hero or something at some point. So we'll see how it plays out. But Andor is good. Give me more. I want it. At minimum 12 episodes or more, and we'll run it however we need to run it. So I'm in there for it.
I was gonna say, Disney, you fixed your formula. You listened to us, you fixed your formula, and now you're getting good episodes. That 6 episode format just kept ticking me off. Loki was one of the few ones that fit that window and was able to pull it off. And everything else was just hit
Loki was
and
well
miss throughout the year.
established though, so
Yeah, you could really rush Tom Hiddleston, and I mean, people are gonna come see him. But at the same time, we appreciate you guys checking us out. Be sure to hit that lovely red subscribe button if you have not already. We got tons of giveaways, tons of goodies coming up for you in the next month. We'll get more details once we have them finalized because you know me, I get excited. I rush things. But we're going to wait. We're going to take our time. We're going to do things the right way so you, the viewer, benefit properly. Thank you for checking out Geek Variants, where I have been breaking down Star Wars. Standing beside me, the man, the myth, the marvel, Will Parker. We will see you in the next episode.
yeah.
Booyah!